Welcome to my channel Lady and Trends. I now want to share 15 tips on how to let go of an unhealthy relationship. If you find yourself locked in a relationship you know is unhealthy, try the following 15 strategies for finally letting go. Tip 1. Identify the problem. The first step is to become aware. Learn about what constitutes an unhealthy relationship or consult with a therapist or counselor. Examine your relationship critically and objectively, and be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, is this relationship serving my highest good? Is this connection having a detrimental impact on other aspects of my life? Is this relationship hurting my self-esteem? If you responded yes to any of these questions, consider leaving the relationship or consulting with a professional. Tip 2. Be aware of your feelings. It is rarely easy to let go. Even if the relationship was not serving your best interests, ending it can be difficult. Honor whatever grief sentiments you may have and allow yourself to feel them rather than trying to conceal them. Accept grieving as a natural part of the process, and give yourself the time you need to heal. Tip 3. Get the lesson. Many people who leave a toxic relationship feel guilty or shameful because they see their time in the relationship as a waste of time. However, we can learn something from everyone we meet. Consider your relationship as a learning experience rather than a waste of time. What have you learned from this person? What do you hope to gain from this connection? If you could do it all over again, what would you do differently? Lessons in life are frequently repeated until they are understood. Look for the lesson from this relationship, and you may be less likely to repeat it in your next relationship. Tip 4. Develop separation. It can be difficult to separate yourself from someone with whom you have spent so much time, but it is usually required if you want to move on from the relationship. This does not preclude you from maintaining a friendship with your ex, but it is usually best to give both parties some time to heal before attempting to spend time together as friends. Tip 5. Delete the memories. It can be hard to let go of the things that remind you of a previous relationship. You may be unable to move on with your life if you do this. The old love letters, movie ticket stubs and romantic gifts should be stored somewhere out of sight until the time comes when you're ready to move on from the relationship. Tip 6. Get rid of your love goggles. Sometimes it is difficult to see someone for who they really are because of the cloud of love. An unhealthy relationship can only be ended by taking off your love goggles and seeing the other person objectively. Consider talking to a close family member or friend, or even seeing a therapist, to get a fresh perspective on the situation. It isn't unusual to only remember the good things about an ex and completely forget the bad things. By remembering both sides of an experience, you can keep your perspective in check. Avoid forgetting why you broke up with your ex by focusing on the good times, but don't forget the bad ones. Tip 7. Write a letter to your former lover. Even if you don't intend to send a letter, you might want to consider writing out what you're experiencing. It is up to you whether or not to give this letter to your ex-partner or to simply throw it away. The purpose of the letter is to provide a safe haven for you to express yourself. Reflecting on the relationship as a whole and improving your mental and emotional well-being can both be accomplished through writing or journaling. Tip 8. Focus on yourself as an empowerment tool. It's time to shift your attention away from your relationship and toward yourself. Don't be afraid to attempt new things or get back into a pastime you've neglected. Empowerment comes from remembering what went wrong in the relationship and focusing on what you do want in an intimate relationship. Work on your relationship with yourself first and foremost. Work on developing a positive view of oneself and a sense of self-worth. Remind yourself that you are deserving of love and a healthy relationship, and that you can achieve both. Tip 9. Write your story again. Our self-professed life stories carry a lot of weight when it comes to our sense of self. What we believe about ourselves is based on what we tell ourselves over and over again. Become more self-aware by revising your personal narrative and putting your best foot forward. A relationship that is no longer serving you may be difficult for you to let go of if you persuade yourself that you've lost your soulmate and are doomed to be alone. Consider the possibility that this relationship may have been a stepping stone to a better one down the road. Tip 10. Forgiveness with regard to practice. Let go of any lingering thoughts of shame or remorse that you may have had about the relationship. Forgive yourself because you can't undo what happened in the past. Learn from your mistakes as best you can and move on. Be open to forgiving yourself and your ex-partner, too. Let rid of any feelings of resentment you may have toward your partner. Compassion and empathy are essential when dealing with a partner, as is an understanding that everyone is prone to making mistakes. Tip 11. Be in the moment. We can only experience life if we live in the here and now. Decide to live in the moment instead of getting caught up in the past. Clinging to the past is a common reason for people to stay in unhealthy relationships. Instead of focusing on how things were in the past, evaluate your relationship in the present. Tip 12. Accept the present. If we want to move forward, we must be able to accept things as they are. Many people stay in unhealthy relationships because they believe that they can somehow change their partner's behavior or attitude. Keeping in mind that you can't change anyone, especially if they don't want to change themselves, is important. There is always the option of ending a relationship if it isn't working out for you. You have the power to alter that. Tip 13. Volunteer or donate to a cause that is dear to you. Think about joining a cause that you're passionate about if you're having trouble letting go of the past. Not only will this occupy your time and mind while you work through your feelings and let go of the relationship, but it can also help you focus on something greater than yourself. Volunteering has been shown in studies to have a significant positive impact on mental and physical health. To gain perspective and to feel good about yourself while doing good deeds for the community, this is a good option. Tip 14. Take care of yourself. A painful breakup might cause us to forget about our own physical and mental well-being, making it difficult to let go. Grief can cause us to put our own needs on the back burner, which can lead to a lack of self-care. Make a daily commitment to self-care for your own benefit. Don't skimp on the shut-eye. Eat healthy food. Indulge. Take a relaxing soak in the tub. Invest in a therapeutic massage. Take care of yourself in any way that you can. In addition, be kind to yourself. Make sure you're gentle with yourself as you begin the process of healing and moving on from this relationship. Tip 15. Acknowledge that life is temporary. The term forever is deceptive. Change is the only thing that is certain in this world. Despite our best efforts, nothing in life can be clung to indefinitely. All relationships, including friendships and family, are temporary. In the face of something ending, instead of clinging to what is no longer there, try to accept that impermanence is a natural part of life. Let go of the good times you've had and look forward to the new ones you'll have in the future. Do not be afraid to ask for help. A breakup can be debilitating for the first few hours, days, or weeks after it occurs. One's identity, support system, and normalcy are all lost when one part of a relationship is broken off. As difficult as it may be to break up with a partner, even a toxic one, it can also be emotionally draining. You do not, however, have to go it alone. If you need help, know when to ask for it. After a relationship ends, if you're still experiencing grief, shame, guilt, or other negative emotions, it's time to seek help from a therapist or counselor who can help you process and acknowledge your feelings in a healthy way. Mental health professionals can help you explore your prior relationship in a secure and judgment-free environment while you strive toward a more complete sense of self following the relationship's conclusion. You can heal, and you deserve a healthy relationship that meets your needs and complements you and your happiness, even if you feel like there is no hope following a breakup. Thank you for watching. You may comment and like the video, and press that notification button for upcoming videos about educational purposes. Lastly, subscribe to my channel if you are new here. Thank you.